Welcome to my YouTube channel Positive Approach. Today I am going to discuss about a very important and interesting topic, computerized pilot selection system, CPSS test details, procedures, explanation of all the topics. For the first time in the history of YouTube, entire CPSS in one video. It is once in a lifetime test. Now, the tests which are conducted in CPSS, it include first cognitive ability test, second psychomotor test. Phase 1 is your cognitive ability test or written test. In this test, total 6 tests are conducted on computer system. There are total 212 multiple choice questions, that is MCQ type. Time is given you 2 hours 30 minutes. There is no negative marking. Now, the test starts like this. INSB1, that is instrumentation battery test, 15 questions 10 minutes. This test is about apparatus reading test. INSB2, instrumentation battery test second, 60 questions 20 minutes. It is about orientation and position identification test, that is you have to determine the position of aircraft from instruments. Third, spatial ability test, 30 questions 15 minutes. It is about perceiving 2D and 3D figures in space. Fourth, spatial visualization test, 57 questions 5 minutes, about perceiving position of objects. Numerical reasoning test, 20 questions 20 minutes, about numerical skills, basic mathematical aptitude. Sixth, reasoning test, 30 questions 15 minutes, verbal and non-verbal reasoning type questions. Now, phase 2, your psychomotor test or flight test. Total test or games to play 10. Total time is given to you is 1 hour 30 minutes. 4 trials are given, 1 is for practice and 3 for the test. Out of 3 test trials, best attempt is counted. This image depicts former Indian Air Force Chief inspecting CPSS test at 2nd Air Force Selection Board, Mysore. These games are like this. First one, sensory motor test. You have to keep the dot in the box. Second, control velocity test. Superimpose the ball. Dual task test, horizontal and vertical bar. Dot estimation test, place square box in the dot highlighted. Don't worry, these tests I have explained them individually in upcoming part of this video. Speed anticipation test, fifth one is speed anticipation test, that is you have to trace the arrow. Sixth, size anticipation test, you have to click the control stick button when you get 2 circles of equal radii. Seventh, pursuit tracking test, emojis matching. Eighth, memory recalling test, means you have to verify odd one out. 9th, color naming test, that is word and color selection. 10th, vigilance test, that is beep sound and light will glow red and yellow. You have to turn off the gear, light turn off gear will be available. Now, some very important tips to crack this computerized pilot selection system test, that is be mentally prepared for each and every task before the test. Listen to the instructions given by the assessors carefully. Very mandatory, sleep for at least 7 hours the day before test. Don't distract, completely concentrate and focus on your work and activities. And most important, you have to sleep at least 7 hours the day before test. If you have to gain the complete concentration, then this is mandatory. Now, detailed explanation and analysis of all the topics. Phase 1, written test. Instrumentation battery test, INSB 1 and 2. It includes apparatus reading test, orientation and position of the aircraft. There are 6 basic instruments to study. Whenever you will see the cockpit of an aircraft or airplane, you will get these 6 basic instruments. So the first one is from left to right. First one is airspeed indicator. Second one is this one. This is the artificial horizon. Third one, this is altimeter. Fourth, this is turn coordinator. Fifth, magnetic compass. Sixth one is the vertical speed indicator, VSI. Now, airspeed indicator, ASI. This instrument measures the speed of the aircraft in knots or kilometer per hour or miles per hour as indicated. 1 knot is equal to 1 nautical mile per hour, that which is equal to 1.852 kilometer per hour. You have to read it as you read in the speedometer of car or bike. This is the actual instrument, the color image of the airspeed indicator, ASI. Vertical speed indicator or and slope indicator, VSI. Now, this instrument provides 2 information. Firstly, it indicates whether the aircraft is in flying level, climbing or descending, means whether your aircraft is in flight level, whether it is climbing means gaining height, whether it is descending means losing height. Secondly, it gives the rate at which aircraft gains or lose altitude. So you get two information. Firstly, it indicates whether your aircraft is flying level, the flying gaining height or losing height. Secondly, it gives the rate at which it is climbing or losing height or descending. For example, m equal to 0 equal to slope, it shows the slope. It means it is in flight level. If this meter indicates at 0, it means your aircraft is in flying level. If m is greater than 0, it means that is up. Then it means your plane or aircraft is climbing up. So if suppose the meter indicates at 5, then it means your aircraft is climbing at the rate of 500 feet per minute. Now m less than 0 indicates descending level. If this meter indicates downside, it means your aircraft is descending, means losing the height. This is the actual or color image of the vertical speed indicator. Now third, altimeter. Altimeter, this instrument measures the altitude or height of the aircraft above the above the sea level. Okay, so mention very carefully, this instrument measures the altitude or height of the aircraft above the sea level. As we have seen the wall clock, similarly here also we get 3 needles. The smallest needle points to the distance of 10,000 feet, and the biggest needle, it shows the distance of 100 feet. This biggest needle, it shows the distance of 100 feet, and the middle needle, it shows the distance of 1000 feet. See, this is the actual or color image of altimeter. Now turn and slip indicator or turn coordinator. This instrument indicates whether we are applying right amount of rudder in a turn. The turn coordinator is actually two instruments in one. The airplane replica, this is the airplane replica. In the middle of the instrument rolls proportionally to the roll rate of the airplane. The second instrument in the turn coordinator is called an inclinometer. The inclinometer shows whether use of rudder and aileron is coordinated. If the ball in the liquid filled glass tube, this is the ball, this is the liquid filled glass tube, moves outside of the center of the tube, the rudder and ailerons are not coordinated. If the ball moves to the outside of the turn, the airplane is skidding, which means under turning. If the ball moves to the inside of the turn, the airplane is slipping, means it is overturning. This is the actual diagram of turn coordinator. Though this is very much important, but for your CPSS it is not so much important as the upcoming two instruments which are very most important instruments. Magnetic compass. This instrument indicates the direction, also known as heading in terms of aircraft or aeroscience study of aircraft in magnetic degrees. This instrument indicates what? The direction of your aircraft. Now this is the magnetic compass. Here I have shown the needle which always point towards the north. I have not shown the aircraft model, but in actual magnetic compass you will get both. One aircraft model will be fixed and arrow will be fixed, and aircraft model will rotate towards the same direction in which your aircraft is flying. Now if you don't know how to remember the direction, very simple acronym NEWS is used. NEWS word is used. NEWS means N for the north, that is in 0 degree, this is the north, it is in 0 degree, east 90 degree, west 270 degree, and S means south, which is 180 degree, and in between of north and east at 45 degree you get northeast, and in between of north and northeast you get north of northeast, that is north northeast, NNE 22.5 degree, and between northeast and east you get ENE, that is east of northeast or east northeast, which is 67.5 degree. So N stands for north, NE northeast, NNE north of northeast or north northeast, ENE east of northeast or east northeast. Similarly the case applies for other. Now this is a small diagram. Here you can understand this arrow will always points towards the north because this is the arrow of magnetic compass. Now the aircraft flying, this is the model, suppose aircraft, then east direction is showing, it means your aircraft is flying in the east direction. You can get a clear view from this actual image of the magnetic compass. Here we see this is the north, which will be always fixed, and this direction is showing suppose west, so this indicates that the aircraft is flying in the west direction. Now very important topic is this is banking, which means tilt of wings. When your aircraft turns right and turns left, it is called right banking and left banking respectively. Now when you are seeking the back portion. When back portion of plane is visible, it means aircraft is flying towards north. And when your aircraft is turning towards right, it is called right banking, and when it is turning towards left, it is called left banking. Similarly, for the east direction, this portion is called nose of the aircraft. I have explained in upcoming part of the video. This is called the nose of the aircraft, and it is the aircraft is moving towards east direction. If this side it will turn, it's called left banking, and this side right banking, and this is the best direction. Similarly, for the south direction, always remember that the nose, this is called nose, so the nose or the front portion of the aircraft is visible. Now very simple, if it is in level flight, I have taken here east direction, the aircraft is moving in east direction, and this is an example of level flight, means without any banking your aircraft is traveling. Now your aircraft is taking right turn, which is called right banking. Now your aircraft is taking left turn, it means left banking. Now most important instrument, artificial horizon. There are two designs, one is of old design and another will be new design. I have explained both the design. Horizon, first we need to know about what is horizon. Horizon is a place where earth and sky appears to meet, जिसको हम हिंदी में क्षितिज बुलाते हैं, जहाँ पर धरती और आकाश मिलते हुए हमें प्रतीत होते हैं. The place where earth and sky appears to meet is called horizon. And this line in the artificial horizon indicator or instrument indicates the horizon. This is the ground downside, and the upper portion indicates the sky. This will be in brown color and the sky will be in blue color. Now this instrument will show you whether you are climbing or descending, and also the degree of banking. Aircraft model is fixed in this meter. This point, this arrow, and this aircraft model is fixed. Only meter or pointer or dial rotates along with artificial horizon. Means these instruments, two instruments inside the inner structure, this is fixed. Only this ground and sky, this artificial horizon, and this meter will move. If your meter turns towards left, suppose this meter is turning towards left, it means your aircraft is turning right, means you are taking right banking. If your meter is turning towards right, it means you are taking left banking. If more ground is visible, it means you are descending. See here, more ground is visible, it means the aircraft is descending. If more sky is visible, it means it is climbing. If equal portion of sky and ground is visible, it means your aircraft is in flight level. This is new design, the artificial horizon line. This is the artificial horizon line. This is the aircraft model. This is another aircraft model which is in orange color or yellow color. In color images, I will show you the color image also. And this is the distance which have been measured, the rate, and this is the banking scale: 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, and 90 degree. This is banking scale. This instrument indicates whether the direction of the nose is pointing up or down. You can determine if the aircraft is climbing or descending. Also, if the aircraft is rolling or banking, means tilt of wing. The blue color in the instrument indicates the sky and the brown color indicates the ground. When the artificial horizon is parallel to these, it means the aircraft is said to be flying parallel to the ground, or it is in flight level. So this is the real artificial horizon instrument. Now some important points. The identification of aircraft, you must know these terms. Climbing up means elevating, descending up means moving down. Nose, this is the top portion, the front portion, sorry, it's the nose, which is sometimes painted in white in color. And tail, the back portion, it is painted in black dot. With top, the upper portion of the aircraft is called top of the airplane or aircraft. Belly, the down portion or down part is called belly. Wings, these are the wings, and tail for the direction. Points to remember well. If you see the black dot of the plane is going away from you and it is taken as moving towards north. I have already explained in after magnetic compass session. If you see the black dot of the plane is going away from you and it is taken as moving towards north. If you see the nose of the plane is coming towards you and it is taken as moving towards south. If you see the plane moving in such a way that the nose is to your right, means nose is to your right and tail to your left, then the direction is taken as moving towards east. If you see the plane is moving in such a way that nose is to your left and tail to your right, then the direction is taken as moving towards west. See, here I have made this. Yes, see the top, the back portion of the plane was visible. It means the aircraft was flying towards north. And when the nose is to your right side, it means the aircraft is moving toward east direction. When this nose is to your left side, it means the direction of aircraft is towards west. And if this nose is visible to you, it means that aircraft is moving towards south. Now you can easily do the banking in any direction. Now when the direction has been identified, now you have identified the direction, the next observation has to be the ascent or descent, which means ascending or descending, whether your plane is climbing up, means gaining height, or losing height. For east and west movement, this is west movement of your aircraft and this is the east movement of aircraft. If the nose is at a lower horizontal level, then the tail, then the plane is surely losing height or descending, since this is the horizontal level and this nose is what, below the horizontal level. Here this is for the west and this one for the east. It means your aircraft is descending, it means it is losing height. If the nose is at a higher horizontal level than the tail, then the plane is surely gaining height or ascending. So here you can see this is horizontal level, the nose is above the horizontal level, here also the horizontal level above the horizontal level. It means that your aircraft is ascending or climbing up. Now for north and south movement, for north we need to know the black dot or the tail is visible to us. For this, if you see the belly of the plane, means the below portion, the down part of the plane, then the plane is losing height, means it is descending. If belly is visible, it means the aircraft is descending. If for the north, if you see the entire top portion of the plane, then it means the plane is climbing or gaining height. For south, we know that the nose is visible. If you see the belly of the plane, then the plane is gaining height. If you see the belly of the plane, then the plane is gaining height or ascending. For belly is visible, it means the aircraft is climbing in south direction. If you see the top of the plane, then it is losing height or descending, means if top is visible, the aircraft is descending. The same information you can extend to identify movement in northwest, northeast, southeast and southwest directions. Now orientation and position of aircraft using artificial horizon, very important topic. How you will identify using artificial horizon, what is the orientation of your aircraft? Orientation of aircraft, the first topic is climbing. Now climbing with left banking means you are climbing also, your aircraft is climbing also, and aircraft is turning towards left also. So artificial horizon, inner structure is fixed. Now it is climbing, you have to understand more sky will be visible, this upper portion more sky is visible, this inner structure is fixed and the outer structure is rotatable, only outer structure can rotate. For left banking, I have already told you, if this meter is turning right, since this meter pointer it has turned towards right, it means your aircraft is turning towards left banking. Now climbing with straight climb means no banking, since this meter indicates what, degree of banking. Since here no banking is there, it means 0 degree banking. These pointers are coinciding, and since you are climbing, more sky is visible and less ground. Now climbing along with right banking. Now for right banking, you are climbing, more sky visible, less ground. Now you are right banking, it means meter is turning to your left and aircraft is turning to your right side. Now second comes level flight, means you are in level flight, means equal portion of sky and ground is visible to you. Now level flight along with left banking, meter right, aircraft turns left. So aircraft is turning left and meter is turning right, it is level left bank. Now level flight without any banking, this is level flight without any banking. This indicates plane is either on runway with no banking, or it is at rest, or it is flying parallel to the ground. So this is called level flight. Level right banking, meter turns left, aircraft turns right, equal portion of sky and ground visible. Now the third, descending. Descending means more ground is visible to you now. Now see, more ground is visible to you as compared to the sky. And left banking, meter turns right, your aircraft turns left. straight descent means without any banking you are descending. It means the aircraft is the ground is more visible than the sky, and the meter will be fixed as no banking is observed. Now descending along with right banking. Right banking, meter turns left. You can see meter has turned left, and the right banking is there. Therefore, aircraft will turn to your right. This is the ground. Ground is more visible. Why? Because your aircraft is descending. It means it is losing height. Now, this is the color image of all the 9 topics which I have explained this about artificial horizon, climbing, level flight and descending. Now this middle portion indicates level left banking, this indicates level flight. You can easily see the artificial horizon, the equal portion of ground and land is visible, and this meter has turned to right side. It means your plane has turned to left side. This is artificial horizon in level flight without banking, and this is banking scale. Level right bank, here climbing along with left banking. See, you are climbing, more sky is visible as compared to the ground, and meter turns right, the aircraft turns left. So this is climbing left bank example. Now straight climbing, bilkul without any that banking means no degree of banking is observed, and climbing with right banking, since you are climbing therefore more sky is visible and less ground, and right banking it means meter has turned to your left and your aircraft has turned to your right side. Now this is an example of descending left banking. Since you are descending, more ground is visible. You can observe more brown color portion than blue portion. So you are descending, it means you are losing height. It means more ground is visible to you. Meter has turned to your right, it means your aircraft has turned to left. This is straight descent. More ground is visible without any banking. Descending right bank, more ground is visible, meter turns to your left, your aircraft turns to right. Now the third test in this written test or cognitive ability test include your spatial ability test, which include 2D and 3D figures in space, cube and formation of dice from open cubes, mental rotation and hidden figures. Fourth one is spatial visualization test, which include open cubes and dice, rotation involved, find after 3 to 5 rotation what will be the visual image of dice, correlation between figures, predicting models. Your fifth test include basic numerical skill, numerical reasoning test or quantitative aptitude, age, area and volume question, average, banking, cost price, selling price, profit and loss, percentage, boats and stream, ratio and proportion, calendar, simple interest and compound interest, clock, HCF and LCM problems, height and distance, trigonometry, logarithm, problems on numbers, permutations and combinations, pipes and cistern, probability, series, odd one out, square and cubes, square root and cube roots, surds and indices, means exponent entire portion, time and distance, trains, numbers, and all those basic arithmetic skills which you have read till now. Your sixth test include reasoning test, all verbal plus non-verbal reasoning test. Now after phase 1 you have those students who will qualify the phase 1, they have to give the phase 2, that is CPSS game test. You can see here the candidate is sitting inside the cockpit structure of the Indian Air Force. So this is the computer screen where you will be given to play the games. This is the structure inside the cockpit. This is the computer screen, left foot rudder pedal, right foot rudder pedal and seat, and in between you will see the control stick with button. Here beep button will be given. On computer screen you will observe one yellow light on left hand side and red light on right hand side. This is the left side. You will also get light turn off gear. Whenever yellow light will turn, you have to use the light turn off gear, and red light glows, then also you have to switch it off by using light turn off gear. These tests have been explained in upcoming part of the video. Headphone, this headphone will be given you for hearing the beep sound. So this is the color image of the inside the cockpit structure. You can see this is the game, don't consider it, only this is the computer screen. This is light turn off gear, yellow light, red light is visible, left foot rudder pedal, right foot rudder pedal, seat is given, control stick with button. Here this is the beep button. Now functions of these devices. What are the functions of these devices? First, a hand operated stick, that is joystick. This stick controls the movement of ball or spotlight in up and down direction. if the shape of it is of the shape of the gear changer in cars. Okay, moving the stick back moves the ball up, and moving it in forward direction moves it towards the bottom of the screen. So if you will, this is the control stick similar to the joystick. If you will move it forward, this ball will move downside. If you will move it backward, the ball will move upward. Now foot pedal, the operation of the pedal moves the spot of light or ball to your right or left. If you will use this right foot pedal, this ball will move towards your right. If you will use left foot rudder pedal, this ball will move towards your left side. Now light lever or fire alarm, a hand lever is provided which when moved forward puts off red light, and when backward puts off yellow light. Here you can see this is light turn off gear. When you will move it forward, the red light, you can see when you move forward it puts off red light, means red light will be off, and when you will move it backward, this yellow light will be off. Now beep button, a button on the top of the control stick is used for putting off the beep sound in the headphones. Whenever you will heard a beep sound in your headphone, this is the headphone, see a candidate is wearing headphone. Whenever you will heard a beep sound, you have to close it by using this beep button. Here you can see the control stick with button. Now why this test, why the candidates have to give this test? This test judges the reflexive capabilities of a candidate in response to external stimuli. In this test, the locomotive and sensory abilities of the candidates are put to examination. Each of the tests aims to find the eye, ear, hand, feet coordination of the person. Means your eye, your ear coordination, hand and feet coordination is checked through this test. Hence, you can come out successful only when you grasp the maximum in the shortest time and also apply the same within the short time duration. In each test, the candidate is given 3 chances to come up with good scores. The best score is counted of all the 3. Each turn is of 90 seconds, that is 1 minute 30 seconds, or it may be minimum to 60 seconds also. The first test in this include sensory motor test or keep the dot in the box. You have to maintain red ball inside the 3 concentric rectangles using pedals and sticks, that is using all those given controllers. The ball oblique spot of light, it moves randomly all over the screen. See, this is the real image of the game. You have to move these 3 concentric square or rectangle to this ball, and this ball will be moving randomly to the entire computer screen. Now second game is control velocity test, means you have to superimpose the ball. This is the white ball and this will be the blue ball. You have to superimpose the ball. On your monitor, you will find a lot of dots coming from the top of the screen and goes down. In this test, a spot of light which is in blue color is to be superimposed on a series of white dots running on the screen from top to bottom. Whenever there is successful superimposition, there is a small beep in the headphone. The more times you succeed in superimposing the blue ball on the white ball or red ball on yellow ball, the more points you get. This is the correct approach and the wrong approach. You have to always follow for the correct approach. Don't go for the sharp corner turns, okay? Otherwise you will miss the maximum number of dots. Always go for more dots, okay? Good score is above 800 in this test. I have scored maximum 900. The maximum score is 1000 plus, and I was able to score only 923. So the correct and wrong approach you have to follow is which? This one is the one. The C figure 1 is the correct approach. See, only this much dot you have missed, and second one is the wrong approach because you have missed a lot of number of dot. Okay, many students ask how much we should gain to crack this CPSS test or to qualify this CPSS test. So in each and every test you have to qualify above 80% to qualify for the CPSS test in each and every test. So this is the actual image of the control velocity test. This is the ball, you have to superimpose. These balls are coming downside. Now as I said before, the control slag, if you go for sharp corners like here, if you go for this sharp corner, you will miss more number of dots. So with first try itself you got to get hang on this lag, then only you will be able to choose path like approach 1, which will collect more dots compared to approach 2. Here you can see this is the control stick. You have to play using control stick and pedals. Try to overlap red dot on maximum number of yellow dots. So this is the correct approach, approach 1, and this is approach 2, which is wrong approach, because here you are losing the maximum number of dots. Now dual task test. Dual task test or horizontal and vertical bar. Here you will see one vertical bar and one horizontal bar. In these two squares will be there, one will be of red color and another will be of blue color. Red color will be controlled by the system and blue color will be controlled by you. And for top to bottom, that is for vertical bar, you have to control it by your joystick, and for horizontal box you have to control it using your pedals. Always superimpose blue box on red box in both horizontal and vertical bar. In horizontal and vertical box, this is your task. See, this is red color in both the horizontal and vertical. In this vertical red and this horizontal red. This is computer controlled. And this blue is color. In vertical you have to control it using your joystick, and in horizontal you have to control it using pedal, and you have to always superimpose the blue ball on red ball. Speed anticipation test. Fourth one is the speed anticipation test, which is trace the arrow test. Whenever your arrow, this is the arrow, comes at this vertical line, vertical point, you have to press the beep button or fire alarm button as per the instruction given there. Okay, when this arrow, you have to very carefully watch what is the velocity or speed by which this arrow is coming, because here the arrow will not be visible, and you have to press when you consider, you think that yes, this arrow has now touched this vertical line, you have to press the button. This is called speed anticipation test. See, this is the actual image. This arrow is coming, you have to see, look at it, this arrow, the speed of this arrow very carefully, because here this white portion, the arrow will be not visible, and when you think now this arrow has come to this point, this vertical bar, you have to press the button. Fifth one is your size anticipation test. In this you will get two circles. One circle will be growing and another one will be shrinking. Click the stick button when you find them of equal radii. When you find that yes, now these two circles are of equal radii, click on the button. See here, orange color circle and yellow color circle. When see, orange color circle is shrinking and yellow color circle is growing. And when you find these two circles of equal radii, click the button. Word color selection test. Sixth one is color naming test or word color selection test. In this you will be given a color name or word, and word color will be highlighted, and options, 5 options will be given. If word is highlighted, then gray. Suppose here gray is the text which is written. Now suppose gray is written in green color or blue color whatsoever, so word is highlighted, so you have to click the option where word is highlighted. Here as word is highlighted, we can see that E1 is the gray. Gray is what? The word, the text is highlighted. If this was color highlighted, suppose this was color highlighted, in this blue it is of gray color, therefore the correct option, if it was color highlighted, then the correct option would be C, but here it was word highlighted, so correct option would be E. You can see here the actual images. Here A, yellow is text also and yellow is color also. It is not necessary that you will get the color yellow. Might it be the black, might it be the yellow. Since here it is yellow and text is also yellow, color is also yellow, might it can be blue or black also, whatever. This is black, blue, red, green. These are the options. Now since this is text, if you consider only the text, this is red, R-E-D, red. This is text but not the color of the text. Note the color of the text is what? Yellow in color. And here see, word and color, what is highlighted? Since here color is highlighted, so you have to not click the red, you have to choose the color of this text. Color of this text is what? Yellow. And since color is highlighted, so the correct option would be A. Seventh one is memory recalling test. Memory recalling test or odd one out. 5 or 6 digits will be flashed, which may be numerical, which may be the alphabetical, like here A, B, C, D, E, F. They have been flashed, and after this, after for 5 seconds or 10 seconds, you will get 5 options in which you have to choose the odd one out, which was not visible in that test. The first option is A, C, D, F, G. Since in this G was not visible, so G is the odd, so correct option is 5. Like here the actual image VUDRM, this was visible. Now options are given, 4 options, D, S, M, U. Since here you cannot see the S, VUDRM, S was not there, so correct answer would be option 2. Now dot estimation test or point at the dot. You will see a computer screen flooded with the star and a yellow color rectangle or square box. You have to bring this square box to the dot which is highlighted, and you have to click the stick button. This star is highlighted, so bring the square box here and place it inside and click the stick button. Since here this is the entire computer screen flooded with the stars, and this single star is highlighted, so bring your square box here, place it and click the stick button. Now pursuit tracking test, that is matching the emoticon or emojis. One emoji will be shown and the entire computer screen within the grid large number of emojis will be visible to you. You have to match the emojis of this face, like here this face is visible, this face, this face, this face and this face. Using all your trigger means you cannot go haphazardly. If you think that yes, now I have seen this image, now I can go diagonally, no, it is not possible. You cannot go haphazardly. Click with the trigger. You can only go up or down, left or right, using your pedals and joystick. This is the actual image. Now vigilance test, and in between of all these tests your one test will be checked, that is called vigilance test. That is whenever beep sound, sometimes in between while you will be playing, a beep sound will heard, so press the stick button. Okay, whenever beep sound will be heard, you have to press the stick button to switch off it. Whenever red light glows, you have to move the light gear forward. I have already explained in starting part of this video, move the light gear forward. Whenever yellow light glows, you have to move the light gear backward. So this was all your 10 tests. I hope you guys will like this video. This is the motto of People First, Mission Always of Indian Air Force Academy, Dundigal, Hyderabad. Now with this we have come to the end of this video. I hope guys you have liked this video. If you really like this video, then please like, share and subscribe, because this will only motivate me to come up with next video. Okay, so thank you guys.